Hello guys, how's everything? I hope you are doing great. This is Ali speaking. Today inshallah we are going to talk about we're talking about one topic. It's for grade 11. The topic called about the indices. First of all, what's the meaning of the index? Index or power, sometimes we call it, for example, if you have a numbers like this, here 5 and here 2. This one we call it indices. This 5 we called it as here we call this one as a base, and this one this number has different names. Sometimes we call this number as index or power or exponent. Okay, so that's the index. If you are going to have a definition for the index, index says here an index of a number shows how many times a number is multiplied by itself. Okay, a root of a number is the inverse of the power. For example, as we have here, if you have here 4, for example, let's say this one 4 raised to 2. As we say, this one base and this one power, exponent, index, whatever. If you are going to write this one as a factors, just meaning 4 times 4 times 4 2 times. Okay, so that we call this one factor. Okay, and the opposite, it's correct. For example, if you have here 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, and we want to write this one as an indices. We keep the 5 and we ask yourself how many times the 5 is multiplied by itself. 1 2 3 4, so that we put here 4. We call this one sometimes 4 power 4, 5 power 4, or 5 raised to 4. Okay, that's good. Also, note something, it's very important. If you have the power, if you have the root of 36, same exactly 6 to power 2, right, equals what? 36. And also, okay, if you have for example, this one is the root of 36 equals 6. Okay, the root or the cube root of 8, what it will be here? It will be 2, since 2 power 3 equals 8, and so on. The 6th root of 64 equals what? 2, since 2 power 6 equals 64. Okay, this is the introduction for the indices. Let's have the index laws. The first one, for the multiplication. For example, if I'm going to write here, and after that we are going to discover the rules or the formula. 3 power 2 times 3 power 2, what it will be? Someone will tell me, Mr. I'm going to here expand this one. I will write it as a factor, but 3 times 3 times 3 power 2, it will be also 3 times 3. 3 times 3 9, 3 times 3 9, 9 times 9 81. I can solve this one by one step only. Here multiplication, and be sure the bases they are same, both the bases, one base, and adding the powers, because this one multiplication. For multiplication we're adding the powers. 2 plus 2 4, and the 3 power 4 it will be 81. Okay, so that we are going to say here, if you have here 2 indices or 2 index multiply, and they have the same base, you are going to put the base and adding the powers, m plus n. Okay, this was the multiplication. What about the here? What about the division? For example, if we have 5 power 3 divide by 5 power 2. If you are going to expand this one as a factor, so it will be 5 times 5 times 5. Divide by 5 times 5. Simplify. This one cancel, this one cancel, this one cancel, you cancel. So you have only one 5. Okay, that's good. We can solve this one in another way by using the index laws. Both the 5 here division, you are going to be sure, as we said, the bases they are same. For multiplication, for division, the bases should be same. If they are same, put the base and subtract the power. 3 minus 2, 1. And any numbers here raised to 1 give you a same number. Okay, that's good. Let's have another thing. For example, if you have here 3 power 2 all power 3, what you are going to do? You are going to multiply the powers together. Multiply the powers by 3 and 2 times the 3, 6. So that if you have a raised to m all raised to n, what you are going to do, put the a and then multiply the powers mn. Okay, that's good. Let's have another thing. If you have here, for example, here, let's see, 5 times 3 all power 2. Here you can distribute the power for the two factors. We are going to say 5 times 2 times 3 times 2. 5 times 2, it will be 25, and here it will be here 9. And after that, 9 times 5, it will be here 45, and here 9 times 2, it will be 18, and 40 by 22. Someone else who can tell me something else. Okay, here if I want to multiply 3 times 5, 15, and raised to 2, 15 raised to 2, or 15 power 2, should to be 25, 225. It will be same the answer. Yes, of course it will be. So that both of them they are correct. Okay, that's good. Let's have another. This one for the multiplication, also for the division. For example, if I have here, let's see here, 4 divided by 2 and raised to, for example, let's see here 2. This one we can distribute the power for the numerator and here for the denominator. So that will be here 4 raised to 2 and 2 also raised to 2. 4 raised to 2 it will be 16, and 2 raised to 2 it will be here 4. So that here okay, 16 over 4 it will be 4. Okay, also 4 times 2, 4 divided by 2, it will be 2, raised to 2, it will be 4. So that it's correct also. That's good. Okay. Let's work on something called 0 and negative indices. 0 and negative indices. Any number raised to 2 equals 1. 5 raised to 0 equals 1. 5 power 0 equals 1. 3 power 0 equals 1. 8 power 0 equals 1. Okay, that's good. If you have a number raised to negative indices, for example, if you have 5 raised to minus 1, okay, what it will be here? As we know already, here this raise here raised to negative. If you want as a positive, what you are going to here, meaning here the denominator here 1, so that you are going to flip that it will be here 1 over 5, and after that change the sign of the power. It will be 1, so that 1 over 5 power 1 will be 1 over 5. So that whatever you saw negative power, for example 5 raised to power minus 3. Be sure equals, we are going to put here 1, and after that change the sign of the power. 3 raised to power 2, it will be 1 over 3, and change the sign of the power 2. So on. 4 raised to minus 2, it will be here 1, and then 4 change the power of the change the sign of the power to be 2. Okay, if you are going to simplify it, 1 over 1 over 16. So that if the power negative, guys, get the power the positive, it will be a 5 raised to 2. The positive of this one, 25. So let's put here 1 and here 25. Okay, I hope it's clear now. Okay, let's have some examples there so that it will be clear with you more. For example, if he told you simplify a b power 5c over a b c power 5 all power 0. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Whole brackets 0 directly equals 1. Okay. 2 raised 3 minus 3, but it will be, if I'm going to simplify it, I said 1 and 2 over 3 here, then 1 over 8. Okay, tab 1 here, write it as an index form. 1 over x, we need to write as an index. Meaning we don't have any fractions. This one, if you are going it up, you are going to change the sign of the power. Okay, and so on. 3 over x raised to 5. Okay, you are going to raise this, you are going to here move this one up and change the sign of the power by minus 5. Okay, that's good. I hope you are going to stop for today. Okay, so that we already studied the indices, the definition of the indices, and some laws for the indices. I hope you enjoy my lesson, and don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.